You ever look at some people and just think, they have it all figured out? They land the best jobs, they're always on the most interesting projects, and opportunities just seem to fall into their lap. Well, it's not always because they're the smartest person in the room, or even that they work the hardest. Nope. There's usually an invisible force at play, a kind of hidden asset. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that asset and show you how the biggest tech shift of our lifetime is completely rewriting the rules. This change, it's going to define who wins and who loses over the next decade. And it all starts with understanding one hidden force. Just think about it for a second. That great job you landed because a friend put in a good word for you. That game-changing piece of advice you got from a mentor that totally changed your perspective. Or even the spark of an idea for your last big project. Where did that come from? Chances are it didn't come from a textbook. It didn't come from a Google search. It came from a person. It came from your network. Well, that hidden asset, it has a name: social capital. And honestly, it's one of the most powerful, yet most overlooked, forces in all of our lives. It's kind of like this unseen superpower that's been shaping your entire career from day one. So what is it really? Well, at its core, the definition is pretty simple. Social capital is basically all the value that's locked up inside your relationships. This can be tangible stuff, like an introduction that leads to a job or access to funding. But it can also be the intangible stuff, like amazing advice or inside information, the kind of stuff you just can't Google. This is probably the best way to wrap your head around it. Imagine you have a relationship bank account with every single person you know. When you help someone out, when you actually listen, when you keep your word, you're making a deposit. But when you break a promise or act selfishly, you're making a withdrawal. And just like a real bank account, you really want to have a healthy balance because that's what you'll draw on in the future. All right, so the whole theory of social capital really boils down to these three pillars. First, you've got the resources themselves. That's the what you can get your hands on. Then you have the structure of your network. That's the who you're connected to. And finally, and maybe most importantly, there's the nature of your relationships, the quality and the trust you have with those people. Keep these three pillars in your mind because AI is about to turn every single one of them upside down. And the force that's doing the disrupting? You guessed it, artificial intelligence. Now look, it's so easy to just shrug this off as another tech buzzword, right? But the source material for this is crystal clear. This is not some small wave. This is a tsunami. And this isn't some sci-fi thing way off in the distant future. No, this change is happening right now, and it's reshaping entire industries with blinding speed. Ignoring it, that's like turning your back to the ocean. The only real choice you have is to learn how to surf this wave or, well, risk getting pulled under by it. Okay, if you only remember one single idea from this entire explainer, let it be this one. 2 years ago, if you wanted to analyze 1,000 customer reviews, it might have cost you, say, $3,000 and taken days. Today, an AI can do it in minutes for about $3. That is 1,000 times collapse in the cost of business. When intelligence gets this cheap and this accessible, the entire economic landscape just shifts under our feet. And listen, this isn't just some theory, okay? The data is screaming it at us. One report found that hiring for AI governance roles in the Fortune 500 jumped a massive 81% year over year. Big companies aren't just preparing for the shift, they are actively in the middle of it. This is the new reality. So what does all of this actually mean? It means the strategies for your career, for your business, for your life that worked just fine 5 years ago, they're quickly becoming useless. Relying on those old methods now is like trying to navigate a brand new city with a map from the 1800s. The rules of the game have fundamentally changed. So let's take a look at the new playbook. So this brings us to the new rules of connection. We're going to go back to those three pillars we talked about: resources, networks, and relationships. And we're going to see exactly how AI has completely remastered each one. In the old reality, being the person who just knew things gave you a huge amount of social capital. But now, AI can answer pretty much any factual question you have, instantly. Information itself is no longer the advantage. The new advantage is creativity, it's critical thinking, and it's knowing what questions to ask in the first place. The value has shifted from accessing information to applying it. Now let's talk about our networks. Think about it. AI translation tools are just erasing language barriers, which means our potential network is now global. But here's the paradox. When everyone can talk to everyone,
the world gets incredibly noisy. This creates what you might call a trust economy, where the most valuable asset isn't just having a connection, it's having a trusted connection. Authenticity, that becomes your most powerful currency.
And that brings us to the final pillar. As AI starts to automate all the boring, transactional parts of our jobs, scheduling meetings, summarizing notes, what's left? Well, what's left are the uniquely human skills: empathy, complex problem solving, building a genuine rapport with somebody. These are the AI-proof skills. They cannot be automated, and because of that, they're becoming more valuable than ever before.
Okay, so the rules have been totally rewritten. We get it. But how do we actually play to win? This is your playbook. This is how you don't just survive, but you actually thrive in this new economy.
Let me tell you a quick story about a photography class. So this professor splits his students into two groups. The quality group, they're graded on submitting one single perfect photo. The quantity group, they're graded on the sheer number of photos they take. At the end of the class, guess where all the best photos came from? The quantity group. Why? Because they were constantly shooting, constantly experimenting, constantly learning by doing. The old world rewarded perfection. This new world, it rewards iteration. So what this means for us is we have to double down, and I mean really double down on the things that make us human. The skills you need to be focusing on right now are critical thinking, so you can sanity check what AI tells you, creativity, so you can ask original questions, emotional intelligence, so you can build those high-trust relationships, and adaptability, so you can ride these constant waves of change. And you do not have to be afraid of AI. Just think of it as your new co-pilot. Here's a super simple framework to get started. First, identify all the repetitive tasks you do every day. Second, explore the AI tools out there that can help with that stuff. And finally, integrate them into your workflow as an assistant. See, the goal isn't to let AI think for you. The goal is to use AI to think faster and better. And this quote it perfectly captures this new reality. Anybody can use AI. But nobody on this planet has your unique combination of experiences, your curiosities, your insights. Your real advantage isn't doing what AI can't do, it's doing what only you would think to do with AI. All right, so we've covered the old rules, we've gone through the new playbook, we've seen the theory and the tsunami that's changing everything. But here's the thing, information is totally useless without action. So the final question is, what's your next move? The future isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you build, one choice at a time. Yeah, the landscape is changing at a crazy pace, but guess what? You now have the map. The strategies and the mindsets we've talked about today, those are your tools to thrive, not just survive. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. In a world that is just awash with infinite answers, your greatest power is your curiosity. Your unique perspective, your lived experience, that right there is your true competitive edge. See, AI can answer what is, but only you can ask what if. So what is the question that only you can ask?